guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys how to make some delicious beef supreme nachos. So in case you guys want to learn how to make this delicious recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with our ingredients. So for the meat, we're going to need 2 pounds of ground beef, 1 Roma tomato, 1/2 of a small white onion, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of oregano, and 1 teaspoon and a half of garlic salt. For our nacho cheese, we're going to need 8 ounces of mild cheddar shredded cheese, 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 12 ounces of evaporated milk, half a cup of regular milk, 3 tablespoons of flour, a half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of paprika, and sliced jalapeños. And for our toppings, we're going to need fresh guacamole that I already have a recipe for. I'll leave it in the description box. Shredded lettuce, black olives, sour cream, and of course your jalapeños. And let's not forget our chips. So these are ingredients. Now let's get started. All right, so first we're going to start by chopping our tomato and onion. Okay, so now that we have our onion and tomato chop, we're going to turn on our stove on medium-high heat. And I'm going to add a little bit of vegetable oil. And I'm just going to wait for that to heat up so we can add our vegetables. So once our skillet is hot enough, we're going to add our tomato and onion. Now we're just going to cook it until our onion is translucent. Once our onion is translucent, we're going to add our meat. Okay, so now I'm just going to add my meat. Break it down a little bit. And now we're going to add our spices. So our garlic salt, cumin, onion powder, chili powder, paprika, and oregano. So now we're just going to cook it for about 8 minutes or until all of your meat is turned brown. Alright, so just make sure that you're moving your meat around so you don't burn it. Once our meat has turned brown, then that's it for our meat and it's done. Alright guys, so our meat is done and this is what it looks like. Right now is the perfect time to check and see if you want to add salt. Remember that we're making nachos and the chips already contain salt, so you don't want your meat to be very salty. Alrighty, and also depending on the meat that you purchase, it depends on how much fat you're going to have in your pan. I try to purchase the leanest meat possible so I don't have that much fat to drain. So now that we have our meat ready, we can start working on our cheese sauce. Alright, so on a medium-sized saucepan, we're going to set it on low heat. And we're going to melt our butter. Okay, so once our butter is melted, we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of our jalapeños. Make sure that you're grabbing some juice with it. And we're just going to soften our jalapeños. And just make sure that you're moving them around. Alright, so once we have our jalapeños all soft, We're going to remove them. Make sure that you drain all the butter from the jalapeños. Because we still need the butter. And you can leave some of the jalapeños in there. Okay, and once we have removed our jalapeños, we're going to add our flour. So make sure that you just dissolving it with the butter. Okay, once our butter's dissolved, we're going to add half of our evaporated milk. Now we're just going to dissolve the clumps. Just continue moving it around. Okay, so once we have our sauce a little thick, we're going to add the remaining of the evaporated milk. Now we're going to add half of our cheese. And just mix it around. All right, so once our cheese has melted, we're going to add the remaining of our cheese. Along with our milk, our salt, our black pepper, and paprika. And we're just gonna continue mixing it until all of our cheese is melted completely. So once our cheese is completely melted, we can turn it off. And you can add your jalapeños back, you know, if you wanna have the jalapeños in here. As you can see, we still have some of the leftovers, so for me, it's fine. So this is done. Now we can put our nachos together. And now to put our nachos together, I like to set one layer of chips on the bottom. And then I like to add some cheese. Some meat. And then we're going to add another layer of the chips. Then more cheese. Meat. To make sure that every chip has cheese and meat. Okay. And now we're going to put some lettuce. My mouth is already so watery. We're going to add some olives. Some tomatoes, some jalapeños, and of course it's going to depend, you know, on what you like. This is just how my family likes them. And let me tell you that this is Louis' favorite. And then we're going to top it up with some guacamole. And some sour cream. And this is basically your Nacho Supreme, ready to be enjoyed. Alrighty, and now for the best part.
The take test.
Yeah, so we are ready. You ready?
I have like.
You need help? Okay, I'll hold it for you. Go ahead and grab a chip. Grab it. Grab one chip.
Okay.
Grab it.
That was big.
Okay, wait, not yet, not yet. Okay. I like to mine with guacamole and the sour cream. Okay, ready? Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
So good, huh? It's really super satisfying, you guys. Are you ready to go sit down? Yeah? Let's go. Alrighty guys, and there you have it. Super easy and delicious beef supreme nachos. I hope you guys had enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, and in the comments down below, let me know what's your favorite kind of nachos. And also, if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh no, no. Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. De la forma que tú besas, mami, más simétrica que un origami. Eres perfecta.